Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of Rewriting the Season with the Los Angeles Angels. This episode is going to be a little bit different than the ones we've had in the past. Every episode we've done up till now has been 1 or 2 games featured, full-length games, all 9 innings, pretty much every out of the game you've seen. That's led us to 10 episodes and 12 games so far. As I'm recording this, the Angels have played 86 games of the regular season, so I am 74 games behind them in terms of playing the games on the show that they've already played in real life. I feel like if we're going to be making some movement on this channel and on this series, I need to start recording more games in bulk. That may mean putting more games per episode to try to get through this season. Now, we're going to play a little bit of catch up. So in this episode, we're going to montage 8 games of rewriting the season with the Los Angeles Angels roster. And so if you're following along, I'm not going to go through every lineup, every starting pitcher, and what game it was in the regular season, the highlights of that game. I'm just going to jump into the gameplay, knock off as many games as we can, and at the end of this episode, we'll be at 20 games done in the regular season. So not exactly making a huge dent, but we are getting a little bit closer to catching up to the real life Angels. So without further ado, let's just jump into game 1 of this montage, game 13 for us on the season. Another home game for the squad at Angels Stadium, facing a pretty diverse lineup, a few supercharged players in there, and he's got that 99 Kershaw on the mound. We're going to jump ahead, though, into the 4th inning, 0-0 still. Sandoval dealing 7 Ks through 4. His Kershaw also dealing as he gets a curveball to drop in against Trout there. 0-2 on Trout, bottom 4, nothing going. But then right here, fastball high, Trout crushes it. A no-doubter to left center field gives us a 1-0 lead in the 4th inning. Moving right along to the 5th, Sandoval, runner on second, 1 out. He gets the fly ball to left. Perfect relay, and he's tagging going to 3rd, and we gun him out. Moving into the 6th, Sandoval is still dealing. Line drive caught by Rendon there, and then a very nice play here from Rengifo in the hole. The jump throw gets us through 6. No runs allowed for Sandoval. In the bottom of the 6th, the first batter of the inning, Rendon squeaks one down the line, bends it around the foul pole. We've got a 2-0 lead in the 6th, but that's going to be it because our opponent calls it quits right there. 2-0 win for us. Sandoval goes parallel to the 200th person to do that. Sandoval complete game shutout with a quality start, and we're going to give him a player of the game, his first one of the year. Jumping into game 2, we've got Tyler Anderson on the mound, and they're rocking that Future Stars Griff McGarry. Now, he was on the mound for one of our opponents. Our first loss of the season was against Griff McGarry, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. First inning, we get a runner on, but a ground ball for Ohtani, and this is kind of summing up how we play against McGarry. Ground ball, double play, gets him out of the first inning, no damage. Anderson cruising through the first few innings, though. Couple strikeouts, gets the grounder here from Judge. We're through 2. Nobody's doing anything so far. Bottom of the 3rd, we hang a curveball. Chili Davis crushes it down the line for a double. That's his first hit of the game. We only have 1 ourselves. Top 4, Mike Trout with a single up the middle. He has both hits so far for us. Nobody else has done anything. And then, of course, the perfect line out with Ohtani follows it up. We're lucky he didn't double us off there, but still no damage in the 4th. We move to the bottom of the inning. Zach Neto in his very first game. I should have mentioned that earlier. Zach Neto's first game makes the diving stop there, saves us from potentially a big inning. Bottom 5, Anderson still cruising through 5, only 1 hit for him. And then, of course, we get the huge pop out with Matt Thaiss in this terrible stadium, and still nothing happening. We're going through 6 innings, 0-0, 2 hits for us, 1 hit for him. Nice piece of hitting here with Brooks Robinson over the head of Ward, another double, but this one with 2 outs. We're going to try to minimize the damage here, get out of the inning, but that's his 2nd hit of the game. Next batter, Salvi Perez, swings over the top of a changeup, and we're out of the 7th. No damage, 0-0, but only 2 hits each. We get into his bullpen finally. Joan Duran comes in and immediately gives up a double. Perfect down the line for Brendan Drury. Our first extra base hit of the game. And hopefully now that Griff McGarry's out, we can put something together. 2 outs now. Matt Thaiss gets his first hit of the series. We wave Drury around second or around third, coming for home, and he's safe. We finally break through. It's 1-0 in the 8th inning. Bottom 8 still rolling with Anderson. Gets the fly ball with Jeter to get out of it. Cruising into the 9th inning in a 1-0 ball game. Look at this. Perfect crushed by Ohtani. That's a no-doubter pretty much anywhere in this game except this stadium. High off the wall in right center field. Easy triple for Ohtani to lead off the 9th. Hopefully give us a few insurance runs. We get another bullpen arm. He's got golds in his pen. Michael King brings in and Rendon. Again, this is a Trout off game. Blooper down the line for Rendon. It's going to score Ohtani. Gives us a 2-0 lead. Still no outs in the 9th. Time to tack on some extra insurance runs. Big swing by Renfroe. Again, this ballpark, the only reason that's not leaving, but it bounces off the wall, off his center fielder's face. We weren't anticipating that. Nobody could score, but a double in the gap for Renfroe. We got 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out in the 9th. And Gio Urshela next up hits a gapper the other way, scores 2. He's only got 31 speed though, so we can't go 3. Although we might have had a chance there, but a double for Urshela gives us a 4-0 lead now in the 9th inning. Thaiss gets all the way back around, but can't come up with anything, and he gets out of the 9th. 4-0 now, going to the bottom of the 9th. Still got Tyler Anderson on, looking for a possible player of the game, but the first batter, Buxton, smashes one to left. Ward gets that jumping animation. There's nobody there, and he gets all the way around to third on a base hit to left field. Lead-off triple, and now we're a little shaky on if Anderson can make it through the rest of the game. The backdoor cutter freezes Ricky Henderson. We've got 1 out, and then a pop-up in the infield. Now, this is an interesting play here. I was worried because he has that speedy Buxton. He left a little early, and we're able to run it all the way back with Thaiss. Wrap it up, a 4-0 victory. Very close to losing that shutout at the end there, but Tyler Anderson gets the complete game shutout and the player of the game. That is his second player of the game, which means we can now elevate to the gold 2022 All-Star Tyler Anderson. It is a Dodger card, so he's not going to get that Ohtani boost, but it is an upgrade all the same. Move right into our third game here of the montage. We got Reed Detmers on the mound facing the World Baseball Classic Pablo Lopez, and he's got him parallel 4 already. We've got Rengifo out of position playing left field, and of course the ball finds him in the first inning, but that's not a problem. We get through 1, no damage. In the bottom, Mike Trout double down the right field line with 1 out, gets him into scoring position, and then 2 batters later, Anthony Rendon bloops one over the infield with 2 outs, 2 strikes, and we plate a run, the second straight bloop RBI single for Rendon, dating back to last game as well. We've got a 1-0 lead in the first, but that isn't all. The next batter steps up, and Renfroe hits a bomb. Perfect to left field. 2-run homer for the Kaiju Renfroe. 414, his 4th homer of the series. It's 3-0 in the first inning. Detmers continues to deal in the second. 1 runner on, but we get out of it with another strikeout to end the inning. Bottom 3, Shohei, after a single and a stolen base, gets into scoring position again, and Rendon delivers again. Another RBI single. He takes second on the throw. It's a 4-0 game in the third. Continue to deal with Detmers. Neto shows the glove again. Nice ranging play, gets out Henderson with 94 speed. Through 4 innings, Detmers just 1 hit allowed. Fast forward all the way to the 7th. Brandon Drury hits one into the gap here. Gets by the diving outfielder. That's going to be a double. Bottom 7, we still have a 4-0 lead. Detmers still dealing. Next batter is Ohapi. We play a little dance on the, we do a little dancing on the base pass. Allows him to throw it to third. We go back to second. Ohapi's on. And then 2 batters later, Trout gets a base hit here. I thought about taking the runner. I thought about sending the runner home there, but we hold up, and that ends up being a really bad decision because the next batter, first pitch, Shohei Ohtani hits a ground ball right to the first baseman. They turn 2, get out of the inning. We don't score in the 7th. Doesn't matter though, because Detmers still dealing another strikeout to end the inning. Ball in the dirt through 8 with a shutout. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Hunter Renfroe hits a laser down the left field line, and it just gets over their jumping attempt. Second home run of the game for that Kaiju Renfroe, his 5th of the series. We've got a 5-0 lead, and in the top of the 9th, another swinging strikeout over the top of a changeup in the dirt, and that ends it. 5-0 complete game shutout for Reed Detmers. Detmers gets the player of the game, 2-hit shutout, 12 strikeouts for Detmers, and he will be the player of the game. Unfortunately, at this time, there is no Detmers higher card, so we are stuck with him, but a good outing nonetheless. Brings us up into the 500s, 523 now, and Detmers gets a parallel boost as well up into the 2nd level, so even better with those parallels. Game number 4 for us is a Shohei Ohtani bump day, but also a Trout off day. So Brett Phillips in the lineup facing that 99 Chef G Garrett Cole, but it is a home game. Top 2, we jump ahead. Mike Trout with a nice smash into the gap. Double for him, but there are 2 outs here in the 2nd, but a good piece of hitting for him. Very next batter, we do get the pop-up out of Cody Bellinger with the cutter inside. We get out of the 2nd. No damage for Shohei Ohtani. It's 0-0 going to the bottom of the 2nd. And the first batter of the bottom of the 2nd is that Kaiju Hunter Renfroe. Perfect single through the left side of the infield. And then 2 batters later, Jake Lamb comes up. Now, I want to highlight this pitch because I definitely pressed the swing button there, but we get that brushback animation. Saves us from a strikeout, and the very next pitch, Jake Lamb curves around the right field foul pole, a 2-run homer, and we've got a 2-0 lead in the 2nd inning. And right after that 2-run homer, our opponent says deuces. That's enough for him. He is out of there, gets us up to 555 in ranked, and we're going to give that player of the game to that Jake Lamb card, now just 2 spots away from an upgrade. 4 wins in a row now for us, and we jump into game 5. Jose Suarez on the mound. Now, he is a free agent, so he no longer gets that Ohtani boost, and we're facing DeGrominator Jacob DeGrom on the road. And of course, the first batter of the game, Taylor Ward, grounder over to the right side, makes the diving stop. The game wouldn't be complete without a diving play to rob us in the 1st inning. Next batter, Ohtani. Base hit to right on a perfect, gets by the right fielder all the way to wall, and with that 89 speed, Ohtani's going to make it all the way to 3rd. We've got a 1-out triple in the top of the 1st. But can we make something of it? Trout swings over the slider for strike 3, and the next batter, Rendon, hits a fly ball to left, and that's going to be caught in the gap. We strand the runner at 3rd. No runs after the Ohtani triple. Bottom 1, we get into some trouble with Suarez, but we get the grounder with Joe Mauer. We're out of the inning. No damage done. In the 2nd, we started out the 99 Corbin Carroll with 99 speed. Broken bat, little bloop down the 3rd baseline. He's on base. Next batter, Jackson Holiday, that Future Stars card, gets a blooper up the middle, but he gets greedy. He goes for 3. We gun him out, and he knows he's gunned. Gets the out there, but then he sends the runner to 2nd, gets all discombobulated, and ends up running himself out of the inning. A double play off of a bloop single. We're out of the 2nd, no damage. Jump ahead to 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Taylor Ward, we're back to the top of the lineup. Ward gets a perfect into left field. It's gone. We have a lead now, 1-0. Top 3, Taylor Ward's 4th home run of the series. And that means Ohtani is coming up next, and a perfect blast. Back-to-back homers for Ward and Ohtani. 2-0 now. Top 3, Ohtani's 6th home run of the series. Bottom 3 now, still pitching with Suarez. 3-2 count to Jazz Chisholm, and we freeze him with a changeup in the zone. Next batter, Gunnar Henderson. Grounder up the middle. Suarez bats it down, makes the play. 2 out, and then the next batter, Acuna. 0-2 count. He just doesn't know what to do. Sinker inside, high and inside, freezes him. We're out of the inning, 1-2-3 in the 3rd. And after that, our opponent says that's enough for us. Quits out. 5 wins in a row now, puts us at 598 in ranked. We've gone 5 games of this montage, no runs allowed. With that early quit, a triple and a home run for Ohtani, 126 PXP. Who else could possibly get player of the game? Another player of the game for Ohtani. Jumping into our 6th game now, on the road for Griffin Canning, and we're facing the 99 Nolan Ryan card. And Nolan Ryan starts us out exactly how you would expect. Up and in fastball for strike 3 against Taylor Ward, and Shohei Ohtani gets the changeup low. 2 strikeouts. We do get a solid swing out of Mike Trout here in the first, but it's just a long fly ball. Nothing doing in the top of the first. After 5 games, no runs allowed, the very first batter of this one, Grady Sizemore, hits a home run down the line, and we find ourselves down by a run already. And as we get into this lineup, we're going to see that speed is going to be a factor for him. 99 speed, Jorge Mateo with a base hit into center field there, and then immediately following that, he is off to the races. Hit and run with Trey Turner, another 99 speed player, and he's got runners on the corners already. Another stolen base, so Trey Turner gets him 2 runners in scoring position for Jazz Chisholm, who swings over the top of strike 3, but common defense Matt Theis allows him to get to first and let a run score. This is going to be an ongoing problem for us. Top 2, we get a double down the line here with Hunter Renfroe. We're not going to be no hit by Nolan Ryan. Not in this game. The shift allows us to get to second with Hunter Renfroe, and we got something cooking in the second. But as soon as I say that, ground ball for Urshela. We try to get sneaky on the base pass, go to third, but he's ready for it. Tags out Renfroe. He gets out of the inning. Top 4 now. Shohei Ohtani leading off, gets a base hit down the line past the diving first baseman. We have the leadoff runner on for the first time in the game, but we wind up stranding him as well as Hunter Renfroe swings over the curveball. He's out of the 4th, no damage. Going into the 6th now, our opponent adds a run off of a James Wiseman solo homer, but Canning gets through 6. Only 3 runs allowed. We actually still get a quality start out of Canning. Top 7, 2 on, 2 out for Brandon Drury. We got a chance to tie the game. We just get ahead of the circle chain, goes foul off the left side, and then later in the at-bat, pop up into center field. He gets out of the jam, no damage. He's got a shutout through 7 innings. Top 8, Zach Neto at the plate, still looking for his first hit. Little nupper down the third base line, and Matt Chapman can't make the play. It is officially the first hit for us with Zach Neto on the channel. Congrats to the kid. And just like everything else in this game, nothing comes of it. He brings in Kenley Jansen, who dots us for strike 3 on the outside corner on Ohtani. Gets out of the inning, and then he stays in for the 9th. 1, 2, 3 gets the ground ball. They get out of there with a 3-0 victory. We just had 0 chance in that game. No shot at player of the game whatsoever. And the loss brings us down to a 558 rating. Game 7 of our marathon takes us back home for another Patrick Sandoval start, facing La Máquina, Jose Barrios for him. Pretty solid lineup as well. Jump to the top of the 2nd. He gets a base hit to lead off with Mike Trout. But later in the inning, the rookie Zach Neto flashes the leather again, starts the 6-4-3 double play. We get out of it, no damage. Bottom 2 now, Brandon Drury. He hangs a slurve right in the center of the zone, and Drury, perfect blast to left center field. 420, 106 off the bat, the 3rd home run for Brandon Drury. After getting his first hit of the season, batting .077 now, the rookie Zach Neto drops in a bloop single, his 2nd hit in as many at-bats. Don't tell him he's heating up. Murakami gets a base hit up the middle, leading off the 3rd inning for him. But the 3rd inning is going to be a Zach Neto masterclass. Double play again, our 2nd 6-4-3. And then the next batter in the hole, diving stop by Neto on the 99 speed. Trey Turner throws him out to get us out of the inning. Bottom 3, sinker below the zone to Shohei Ohtani. We're late on it, but it just squeaks out off the foul pole. I have no idea how that's a home run, but we'll take it. It's a home run, the 7th for Shohei Ohtani. We've got a 2-run lead. Top 5 now, already got the first runner on base. Smashes a nice bit of hitting with Lindor. Double into the right field gap. 2 runners on, nobody out in the 5th. And then we try to induce a pop-up on Moncada. Instead, we get the weak ground ball. It scores a run. And then the very next batter, Trey Turner, turns around on an outside changeup, double down the line, and we've got a tie ball game. 1-for-1, Zach Neto steps up and hits a base hit through the right side, the 3rd straight at bat with a hit for Zach Neto. He's definitely heating up now. Already 1 for 1 with a homer. Shohei comes up. We take the sinker inside low, and I tell the pitcher, throw it to that spot again. He does with the slurve, and Shohei crushes it to right field. No doubt 2-run homer, his second of the game, and we're back with a 2-run lead in the 5th inning. Top 6 now, runner on base. A little weak pop-up to Rengifo, and I somehow allow myself to throw it over the first baseman's head for no reason into the dugout, runner all the way to third on the air, and the very next pitch, Mike Trout hits a fly ball to left field. He tags up, he scores the run. An unforced error on our part cuts our lead in half. We get into his pen, bottom 6, Goose Gossage on, Rengifo don't care, sinker down and away, perfect into the gap for a double, but we end up stranding the runner, and it stays a 1-run lead as we get into the last third of the game. We go to our pen, Jamie Herget comes on, no problems in the 7th whatsoever. Moncada swings over the top of a low change up in the dirt. We get out of the inning 1-2-3 with Herget. Bottom 7, base hit to right from Taylor Ward. We thought he was gonna miss that dive and it was gonna get all the way for extra bases. He traps it, we stay with a single, and then Shohei comes up with a chance for his 3rd home run and swings over the top of a slider for strike 3, but with 2 out, full count for Mike Trout. Runner goes double into the gap, and he's scoring all the way from first base. A RBI double for Mike Trout gives us a 2-1 lead in the 7th. We cut ahead to the 9th inning. We bring on Carlos Estevez for the save. 3 loud outs for him. Nice contact all around. Very hard hit balls. But we get the 1-2-3 inning with Carlos Estevez. We get out of here with a 2-run victory, 5-3. Everybody in the dugout loves it. The little birds in the dugout love it. And Shohei Ohtani with another player of the game performance. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and we are 6-1 in this series of games. Game number 8 takes us back on the road and back against Nolan Ryan again. And this game, we're gonna be without Mike Trout. It's an off day for him. Just like clockwork, Nolan Ryan starts it out the exact same way. High fastball to Taylor Ward with the strikeout, but Ohtani gets a base hit to lead it off. Again, no-hitter against Nolan Ryan, but without Trout in the lineup, that means Rendon up to third, and he gets a ground ball, 4-6-3 double play. He's out of the first, no damage. Bottom 1, second batter of the game. We try to get a strikeout with the cutter on the outside corner, and Chase Utley takes us deep. Ohtani on the bump, but we're down 1-0 facing Nolan Ryan. Ohtani does well to get out of the inning though, 2 straight strikeouts, and we're out of the first. It's a 1-0 game. Nolan Ryan continues to deal into the 2nd inning, gets the strikeout on Renfroe, gets the strikeout on Drury, and for good measure, Gio Urshela up, strike 3, 3 straight strikeouts in the 2nd. We get to the 3rd inning. Chad Wallach, welcome to the program. Enjoy your super dive out, sir. Now this is interesting. The 4th inning, we get a walk with Shohei Ohtani, and he pulls Nolan Ryan. He goes to his pen. Mariano Rivera is in. We think we have an opening. No, we do not, because Anthony Rendon grounds into another double play, this time 6-4-3. 5th inning, Ohtani settling down, gets the strikeout, gets out of the inning, and into the 6th we go. Luis Rengifo against the Sandman, Mariano Rivera, base hit to lead us off, followed by Zach Neto, who is heating up in this series. Another base hit, very ill-advised dive there by Ken Griffey Jr. in center. It's gonna go all the way to the wall. Rengifo comes around to score. Neto into third with a triple, his first RBI of the series. And the very next pitch, Taylor Ward, up and in fastball out of the zone, nuked to left field. A 2-run homer for Taylor Ward. And in a game we thought we were going to be playing from behind Nolan Ryan, we've now got a 3-1 lead in the 6th. Bottom 6 now, Jimmy Rollins, 1 out, nobody on, gaps one all the way to the wall. We've got Rengifo playing out of position with Trout on the bench today. Perfect relay. We thought we could get him, but he's in there at third. Next batter, Ozzie Albies. We get the pop-up on the infield. We might get out of the inning, but he's going home, and just like that game before when they had a runner on third with a lot of speed, tags up early. We get out of the inning. Bottom 7. Oh boy. We go inside with a fastball, challenge Ken Griffey on an 0-2 count, and he blasts one into right field, cutting our lead down 3-2. Top of the next inning, he goes to his pen again. John Franco coming up against Rengifo, notably better from the right side, gets a base hit into center field. Next batter, Zach Neto, again, another base hit, 2 runners on, nobody out, top 8, 1-run game. Taylor Ward over the top of a sinker. I'm thinking he's gonna roll 2. He goes home, moves his catcher, and the run scores. Now, if he had left his controller alone, he would have been tagged out at home. He moves his controller, makes the catcher move, and he does not put the tag down. The run scores. After an Ohtani single loads the bases, Rendon comes up, another chance at a double play, but it gets through the infield. 2 runs are gonna score. The ball never comes back into the infield because we get the disconnect with our opponent. We get the win, up to 640 now. Ohtani goes parallel 4, Drury parallel 2, Urshela gets upgraded, and Rengifo gets upgraded. Big game for the team with all those player attributes. Ohtani's gonna get another player of the game. So there you have it, 8 games in 1 episode, bringing our record to 16-4 on the season. The Angels at this point were 10-10, so we have 6 games in hand. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on this video, drop a comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Also, in the description of this video is a link to our Twitch channel. Go over there and drop a follow as well. We are going to be going live more often as we move into Set 3, Season 3 of Ranked on MLB The Show on our main account, moving towards World Series. That's going to do it for another episode of Rewriting the Season. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.